Hi there, and welcome to Theology of the Body for Teens. My name is Brian Butler.
Hi, I'm Jason Everett, and this is my lovely wife, Kristalina. So, you may be wondering, what is theology of the body? That just sounds ridiculous. Well, you see, theology is the study of God, and theology of the body is the study of God as revealed through the body.
You see, theology of the body is like an oatmeal cream pie. You've got cream in the middle and pie on the outside. And the cream is God because it's so delicious and wonderful. And the pie is the body because without the body, you can't understand the greatness of the cream.
When I was younger, I used to let everybody take a bite out of my pie. But until I strengthened my faith, I didn't really understand that the true meaning of the body is for God.
John Paul II refers to this as sacramentality of the body. You see, sacramentality of the body is the inerrant ability for our body's visible love to show God's invisible love.
The sacramentality of the body is like a board and a nail. Before you hammer in the nail into the board, you can see it clearly, it's visible. But after you hammer it in, you can no longer see it. This board is like the body. You see, it's a visible sign of God's invisible love.
So speaking of nails, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more.
Brian.
Oh, right. So, what is love? Love has 5 points. Free, total, faithful, fruitful, and free. Without any one of these 5 points, it is not true love. Now, there are 3 types of love. Love as attraction, love as desire, and love as goodwill. Wait, that's 4. So love as attraction is like, here's a person, and I'm like, wow, I'm attracted to you. The second type is love as desire. So that would be like saying, hey, here's a person, I think they would make me feel happy. I love you. And the third, love as goodwill, which means you want the will, goodwill that is, of a person.
In my early life, when I had a bunch of relationships, these relationships did not display true love, for they were just temporary. I was like a fireplace that was lit too often. But now in my relationship with Jason Everett, we display true love because our love simulates God's love in each of us.
You see, she wasn't being very chaste. Chastity is what guides our sexual desires and our attitude towards love. It's much more than simply abstaining from sex.
I used to be the village bike. Everybody would get a ride. I actually, at one party, slept with 47 different men in 1 hour. Yeah, I had hit rock bottom.
See, I think Kristalina's story demonstrates perfectly the importance of chastity. See, it builds a greater relationship. You see, sex is like a sandwich. If it's made well, it tastes really good. You see, sex, you might be wondering, why is sex like a sandwich? That's just ridiculous, Brian. Let me explain why it's like a sandwich. Obviously, when you're making a sandwich, you start with bread. You lather it smoothly and slowly with mayonnaise. And then, when the time's right, Smack some ham on there. Maybe even turkey if that's the way you like it. Finish it off with another piece of bread. Take a bite out of that. So good. So good.
That's a great story, Brian. You know what? I'm feeling pretty hungry. So while we're on this topic of sex, I want to talk about contraception. When you use contraception, you're holding a little bit of yourself back. Brian, you got a banana?
Sure thing, Jason.
You see, the peel of a banana is kind of like contraception. You're holding back the fruit.
Looks like you enjoyed that banana, Crystalina. Anyways, I think now we should get some interviews from people on the street.
The meaning of life?
Yeah.
Man. I don't know. See, I wasn't ready for this. To have sex.
Good answer.
Living, bro. Just making the most of everything. Yeah, basically.
To live?
Enjoy it.
Yeah. And be the best you can. And make an impact.
I say the meaning of life is trying to find out the meaning of life. Sex. Wait. Wait.
Love is when you care more about the other person than yourself.
Something that your parents give you.
Maybe you don't hurt.
I don't know. Strong feelings you have towards another person, maybe.
It means you have lots of good sex.
Oh yeah, I want to pass.
More love?
It's the closest that you can be to a person.
I want to say something, but I don't want to say something bad.
Yeah, it depends on the situation.
Yeah, it does depend on the situation.
To have sex.
Why are you asking all this?
Making love?
I don't even know what that is.
Don't need it.
You don't need it?
Don't need it.
Never do it.
Never do
Never.
Oh, definitely. Grab it before it happens.
You need it, dude. Even if you don't want it, you need it.
Yeah, you need it, of course. Rule number one.
Rule number one.
Now that we've interviewed some random pedestrians, let's get a word from Father Sri Lanka.
Hello, my name is Father Sri Lanka. Now, sexuality is about the unity of the body and soul and humanity. So, in a general sense, sexuality affects all aspects of the human life. It especially concerns the human ability to form bonds and with its aptitude to make relationships. I love Jesus.
Well, I think that's all we've got for this episode. I think we've learned a lot of valuable lessons during this film. But that's all we've got. So I'm Brian.
I'm Jason.
I'm Crystalina.
And don't have sex
until you're married.